Liverpool 3, Palace 0, the Reds are top of the league, City have dropped points, Sadio Mane has scored 100 goals for Liverpool. It was one of them days where it's fucking perfect. It's a great day at the office, isn't it?
Liverpool took care of business today.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, no one's buying the DVD of that game, but all we wanted at the start of the day was a convincing win, and we got a convincing win.
We got a convincing win, we got a clean sheet, and before the game, we're outside the alehouse, and the team's announced, and the two fullbacks are missing. And then you think to yourself, when Liverpool...
And another centre half.
Oh, yeah.
3 out of the back four.
Yeah. But in particular, I think a lot of people have got confidence in Konaté, even though we haven't seen him playing. But I think that we can come to that. But the fact that the two fullbacks were missing, and now against a team like Crystal Palace, who might be good at defending and difficult to break down, and the fullbacks get the ball. But it's a question then saying to yourself, well, if Liverpool don't do it today, in the hectic schedule, when are they going to be able to do it? When are they going to be able to rest their players? We won in cruise control, didn't we? And that's where championships are won. That's where leagues are won. That's where we challenge for the title, because he's rotated the squads, and Liverpool control the game. Very much.
He did as well, and I think, let's do what Damian did and sort of go back to the start, if you like. When you saw that team, and Milner's in at right back, Trent apparently got an illness, so that obviously wasn't the plan. He was obviously going to do Konaté, I think he was going to do Tsimikas. We talked about that in the week. Trent was a shock, and you don't have to go back to very far, where Zaha was definitely causing problems for Milner in a match between Palace and Liverpool. So I saw that, and all of my mates lumped on Milner yellow cards, and he didn't get one. He was first to every ball. He frustrated Zaha, and he sort of epitomised the day a little bit for me, because we've ended up winning 3-0. It goes in the record books as 3-0, but it was a bit of a gritty type day, wasn't it?
Yeah. A day for James Milner, wasn't it? A day for workmanlike performance, for getting the job done. Like you say, it's 38 league games in a season. You can't play champagne football in every single one. Some days you have to roll your sleeves up and just get the win. But then we're sitting here and we won 3-0. We've seen a goal of the month contender. We've had a magical moment from Mo Salah.
Naby shocked himself with that.
Yeah, I'm so excited they've had to give me a microphone. The spectre of Roy Hodgson looms large over this fixture. Well, fuck you, Roy Hodgson. Fuck you.
Mark Bright, fuck you as well.
The Reds have won 3-0. Opposition fans will have seen that lineup today, and they'll have been licking their lips. We talk about us having our doubts about, will the fullbacks be able to provide us with the quality, with the creativity? We know how important the fullbacks are to us. We know what they mean to us, Trent and Robertson. And at times in the first half, we were a little bit jittery at the back. You could tell there was some issues with communication.
They hit the post.
Yeah, exactly. And there were some nerves, but we sort of rode it out. And then the goal before half-time is so important, because it gives us that platform to build. But even then, in the second half, as a fan, I'm nervous every time, every time they win a free kick, and I'm thinking to myself, this equaliser's coming. But really, they didn't create a lot. If you look at all the statistics, the Reds were totally dominant.
Yeah, 2 shots on target, I think it was, from Palace across the 90, so it wasn't as nervy as anywhere near as it felt.
I'd like to just cut in on that, because Alisson's marvellous.
He is,
and his anticipation, and in a nervy defensive line that we did have, and it was a bit nervy. And fair, it's going to be.
He was decisive a lot, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's the man. He
was even taking it off Virgil van Dijk's feet.
Yeah, there you go. So there's the captain of the defence. The defence shouldn't be looked at as a back 4 to back 5. The goalkeeper's in there. Everyone loves Virgil. We're so blessed to have him. Isn't it so reassuring to see it back? Konaté, I thought, was workmanlike. I like that word you used before about that. I thought that's the way it was. He didn't look nervous. He got his position wrong a couple of times, but then showed how strong he was. Yeah, he did, yeah. But then showed how strong he was as well. And I remember, for example, Danny Agger looked like that on his debut. He went on to have a great Liverpool career, particularly playing in that position. So Palace started well. They attacked us where they should do. When they looked at that line-up, they just thought, well, we've got to try and target them. We weathered that storm and we grew into the game, and by the time the goal come, it was coming, wasn't it? It was.
Yeah, it was. There's a phenomenal thing building up with Liverpool, which if anyone's on Twitter, I will bet all my money in the world that Dan Kennett has already told you the actual stats around this, so follow him. But basically Liverpool are scoring at a phenomenal rate from situations created from set pieces and corners, like way above any other team. And I'm not sure why it is, but I'm really enjoying it. And like, you know, we know how much other sides analyse and get stuck into what other sides do. And so if every week there's another reason to worry about Liverpool for opposition, then fantastic. Hello Reds, thanks for watching that taster of the post-match pint. If you want to watch the rest of that video, really easy to watch it right here on YouTube. Just click the join button below. That activates the membership. It gives you access to the Anfield Wrap's premium videos, which includes the post-match pint, but also reviews, previews, exclusive interviews, and it means you can follow us, follow them from here, the heart of Liverpool.